Non-repudiation is ability to prove who sent the message, and repudiation is lack of such ability, which means that if you send me a message on my device, then I cannot prove to a third party that this message came from you. I can prove it to myself, but I can prove it to myself only because I know that I didn't send the message. But I have the same encryption key, and I could have encrypted that as well. So I do not have a cryptographic proof to another party that you have sent the message, and I technically can fake your messages on my device. So I can construct a proof that will look on my device as if you sent the message, and it will be indistinguishable from if you in fact did send the message, right? And if you didn't send the message, you can deny it, and I can't prove it cryptographically. Now, many people say, okay, this is not an important call. Let's say this was never successfully used in court. This defense was never tried. I find this all moot point. The whole kind of concept of deniability was invented less than 20 years ago, right? If you look like off-the-record messaging, this whole concept was published as a paper before 2010. Signal was the first messaging application that adopted this approach in Signal protocol. And it wasn't even mass market up until when, 2020 or about 2017. Even now, Signal is used by maybe 2%, less than 2% of the population, right? So the fact that it was never successfully used in court is irrelevant because court precedents sometimes takes many decades to evolve, right? The problem is, if you're a high-profile person, right? Imagine you're a CEO of a large company, right? That runs multi-billion contracts. Somebody will try to abuse the communication with you. Somebody will be like trying to fake messages with you. And the fact that there is or somebody can use the messages you sent in confidence against you, right? So, or fake messages against you. So deniability provides an interesting defense line in the court of law. I think it should be used by some people sooner or later, right? Because if you in fact didn't send the message, then the other party will not be able to prove it. Today, the common practice today is that people accept screenshots, people accept device copies, people don't go into high-profile expertise to establish if deniability is important quality or not. But again, it's like technology usually is many decades ahead of law and legal precedent. So I don't see that I see deniability as an important concept, right? SimpleX network provides full stack deniability, so both on server levels and on client level. And I think that there will be some profile cases when this defense will be successfully used.
Yeah, maybe it'll be some of the people in security positions in the U.S. administration.
For example, for
Like
example, yeah.
a journalist claims to be in a group with all of them, they could say, well,
Exactly.
we never sent those messages. It's not real.
Exactly. For example, right? So again, I'm not advocating that people should lie in court, but nobody should lie in court, right? You should say the truth. But you understand that your message can be taken out of context, right? So, and what you say in context can be interpreted and misconstrued to mean exactly opposite to what you have said within the context, right? And if that's what is used against you, you would be right to say, I didn't send this message because, like, yeah, you may have sent exactly those words, but the meaning of those words was completely different, right? And they cannot really, and then you have a choice. Either you can say, okay, this is the whole transcript, but this transcript can reveal other sensitive information, or you may take a defense line, okay, this is not what I said, right? And they wouldn't be able. So I would say that there should be high profile cases that would rely on this technical parameters of Signal protocol. And it's also a very important parameter. So anyway, it's a long kind of journey around how Signal protocol is different from everything else. There is nothing else comparable today, which would combine all three qualities I just listed and not be Signal protocol. And nobody so far managed to improve on top of that, say, okay, we have this three quality, but then something else as well. There's actually no alternative today. If you want to have a secure end-to-end encryption, you will be using Signal protocol. It's a huge credit to inventors of it.